In example 3, we're looking at markup and selling price. The process is essentially the same as finding sales tax and total cost. And we could use the same two methods that we did before. Find the markup first, then add it to the asking price. Or find the total cost, the selling price, all up front. Selling price and total cost, if there's no sales tax, or if you did include sales tax, they're essentially the same thing. And again, the process is the same. So we'll find the markup first as our first method. So the markup equals the asking price times the markup percent. And again, if you notice, this is almost sales tax equals the price times the sales tax percent. This is just more the same as far as the process is concerned. We substitute in the price, which is $500, and then the markup is 35%. We're going to go ahead and convert that to 0.35. And again, it's prudent to go ahead and actually I'll go ahead and write this out to the side. 0.35 times 500. Only I'm going to use our trick of just adding the zeros at the end. So we recognize that there are two zeros. We put those on the end at the end. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 down carry your 2. 3 times 5 is 15, 16, 17. Add the two zeros, and then we're moving it 2 decimal places. So this is going to be $175. And then the selling price, we'll call that SP, equals the asking price plus the markup, which equals 500 plus the 175 we just found, which equals $675. Now the second method is similar to when we find total cost with sales tax, or with a markup and sales tax for that matter. Only that would be a more complicated process. One more step. So selling price equals 100% plus the markup percent times the asking price. That equals, we'll go ahead and substitute the decimals. 1 plus the markup is the 35%, so 0.35 times the price, which is $500, and that equals 1.35 times 500. And again, this is essentially the same thing. If you look at distributing this, we'd have 500 plus 500 times 0.35, and that's essentially what this is right here. It just combines the markup formula and the selling price formula into less steps. So now instead of multiplying 0.35 times 500, we'll multiply 1.35 times 500. We'll go ahead and use the same trick. This is really an easy trick when there's only one significant digit, one non-zero digit that you're multiplying by, because then you only end up with one line. So it's hard to forget those two zeros. But 5 times 5 is 25. 5 down carry your 2. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. 7 down carry your 1. 1 times 5 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Add the two zeros. We have 2 decimal places, so we move the decimal place over 2 places. And we end up with a selling price of, again, $675. And you can always use one method to check the other. They should yield the same answer. If you don't get the same answer, that means that we've done something wrong.